ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನು ನೋಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಚೌಕ್ ಬರ್ದು ನೆನ್ನೆ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಾನೆ.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಲೋ, ಚೆಕ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಚೆಕ್
ಚೆಕ್ ಚೆಕ್
ಚೆಕ್
ಚೆಕ್ ಚೆಕ್.
Okay.
Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. Can you hear me?
ಇದು ಬೇಡವಾ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್
Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 3.
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್
Mic check, mic check. Slow ಇದೆ.
ಸರ್ ಎರಡು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಅದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದು
Dear students, welcome to the second session of today's orientation program. Dear students, St. Philomena's College offers a mix of many important languages for study. A description of these languages taught here is therefore essential. Generally, it is observed that students tend to take language study lightly, forgetting that the languages are a window to the culture we are surrounded with. Dr. Sita R., who is the head of the department of Tamil department and the Dean of Languages, is here with us today. And she will brief you the importance of language study. Please listen to her attentively. And while you listen, dear students, do not unmute your microphones and do not drop any messages in the chat box. Your cooperation is solicited. Over to you, madam.
Start. Start. Good morning, everybody. Respected Father, Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnes, Vice Rector, Reverend Father Maria Xavier, College Administrator, Reverend Father John Paul, the Principal, Dr. T. Chantakumari, Vice Principal, Professor Sanjay Naya, Controller of Examination, Professor Brito Ryan and Dr. Alphonse de Souza, the Board of Studies, Professor Agnes, IQAC Director, Mr. Prakash Kutino, Dean, HOD, and other teaching staff of all the departments, Technical Executive for today's program. Dear students, good morning to you all. I have great privilege of explaining to you in detail about a number of languages that our college is offering you. But before we get into the detail, let us see why we need to study language, the two at undergraduate level. Life is very beautiful and pleasant, and the language makes it all the more magnificent. Okay. Then, for any structure, the foundation has to be strong. Same way, for our day-to-day life, the aspect language cements the unknown personalities and make them as our near and dear ones. If this is true, then the language has to be strong, bold, flexible, and should have great impact on the society. Language has a lot of properties. Language is an instrument of civilization. We differ from animal kingdom because of our inability to think, speak, and our basic urge for socialization. Animals do speak, but are we able to comprehend all the time? Think of that. And because of this ability, we are elevated to the levels of scholars, scientists, doctors, engineers, and so on from the savage state. Second, language boosts your personality. The choice of words, its utterance, the intonation will reflect one's personality. Sometimes the timely response will have a great impact on the society. It may be a very short sentence, but that has a great depth. Think of a sentence, take care, or God bless you. Is this not powerful? Think of an orator. He is able to deliver his intentions through his speech. You may say, it is all just a verbal flourish. But are we not addicted to them? Most often, the delivery of a dialogue by an actor has captivated our heart, and we see that the children have a quick grasping of such dialogues. The ability to learn many languages. When you know many languages, you can walk with confidence and move easily into any social group. Nowadays, I see many youngsters developing passion towards learning many languages. St. Philomena's throws up a huge opportunity to learn many languages. Your friends are from different states and different countries. And when you are here for 3 full years, try to catch at least 5 words every day from any language of your choice. Soon you would be a walking dictionary. It is in your hands to grow your mother tongue and at the same time pamper other languages also. We say we speak English, but analyze how many of other languages does English include? We use scientific words, technical words, computer-related words, medical-related words, words of law that has most of Latin words. In fact, above all, your WhatsApp language. I say with pride that none of your parents or teachers could follow your WhatsApp language except your friend with whom you are texting. So think all of that. The undergraduate course has a following pattern. Part 1, English. Part 2, languages, regional and foreign and different kinds of English that we are going to see. Part 3, your core subject. It could be science, arts, or commerce. It's time to make you understand that our college is the only college in Mysore offering too many languages for the students at undergraduate level. They are English, French, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, and Urdu. English is a big department, numbering somewhere around 7 to 10 staff members, and it involves a lot of programs for the students of all categories, and it is headed by Professor Punidavalli. There are many categories in English. Be careful, students. I'm going to explain in detail about the English. Just see, part 1, general English. This is for 2 years of 4 semesters. This is common and compulsory for everybody. You will be learning the basics for communicative purposes. Second is alternate English. This is second language. This for 2 years of 4 semesters. This is mainly for foreign students who have no knowledge of any Indian or regional languages or unable to learn any other foreign languages like German, French, Arabic, etc. Okay. Then optional English. This is for 3 years. This is for the students who have a thirst for literature. It is with an aim to take you to higher studies. The areas include poetry, novel, plays, criticism, along with learning literary terms. Functional English. This is for 3 full years. This is more of communicative pattern. It aims to bring out the best in you. Main focus is to make you eligible for the 4th estate like TV, All India Radio, TV, that is Doordarshan, etc. At the end of the 3rd year, you are supposed to submit a dissertation. Fieldwork would be done to gain a first-hand knowledge on the above subject. Ability to write an article for a newspaper. You can be a journalist also. Participate in a debate, prepare a brochure or an advertisement, etc. would be the area, and you would be given a lot of training. Okay. Then next is additional English. This is for 2 years of 4 semesters. This is for the students of Bachelor of Hospital Management and Tourism, and it aims to teach them with more of professional English and make their job novel and interesting. The students can excel in their knowledge under the guidance of teachers of the department. Now we talk about this foreign language. We have French in our college, and this is for part 2. Okay, French is taught for 2 years of 4 semester. Okay, it includes grammar, poetry, prose, translation. You can master the language under the teacher's guidance. Other regional languages, that's for part 2. Basically for Indian students, the first one is Kannada. It is headed by Professor Sadebose. It's for 2 years and it aims to bring out the best from the students. Around the year, there would be programs to boost the intellect students and students who have a thirst for drama, writing poetry, participating in debate, do have a good fortune. The syllabus include poetry, and the poets include Kuampu, Bindre, Narasimhaswamy, Gopalakrishna Adiga, Nizar Ahmed, Siddhalingaya. Medieval poems by Kanagadasa, drama by Kuampu, and novel by Karanth. Travelogue, autobiography, short stories also there. In fact, the syllabus look very interesting, spreading over 4 semesters. You can avail every possible opportunity under his guidance. Next is Hindi. It is headed by Professor Purnima, Dr. Purnima. This is for 2 years. Hindi Divas is celebrated and students are encouraged to present article. The syllabus includes short stories by Premchand, Shankar Prasad, drama by Bhishma Sahani, and enough practice would be given for letter writing, essay writing, translation, etc. You can be versatile, Hindi, English, Kannada, everything. So under her guidance. Malayalam, it's headed by Professor Babu. It's for again 2 years. The syllabus includes old poetry to modern poetry, drama, short stories, and translation. Onam is celebrated in a very big way. Around the year, there are different kinds of activities, and you can explore all possible avenues under his leadership. Urdu, this is headed by Professor Fatimunisa Begum, and it is taught for 2 full years of 4 semester. It has short stories, novel, selected biography, poetry, translation, letter writing, grammar. Poems by Premchand would really bring the best in you. The teacher encourages you to write verses and participate in debate, etc. You can gain a very good knowledge on the subject under her guidance. Then Tamil, I come here. I'm Dr. Sita R., Dean of Languages. Students, welcome you all. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu, and I should say proudly that St. PHILOMENA'S is the only college offering Tamil. And I teach for 4 semesters of 2 years. And to be frank with you, the syllabus is very, very simple. You can find it from your seniors. Just very simple. It includes poetry, prose, drama, short stories, and grammar. Grammar is only for 20 marks, and it's again elementary level. And I like students, instead of just listening to my lecture, I would like them to post a lot of questions related to subject, not otherwise. You have to come out with a lot of questions once the lecture is over. I enjoy students questioning me about the related subject, not otherwise. So make use of your time when you are here for that is 2 full years or 4 semesters with me. Okay, then I thank the management for the opportunity given to me for explaining detail about the language available in our college. Students, please make use of them. Don't isolate yourself or form a group under any label during your learning period of 3 years in St. Philomena's. The campus is huge and the opportunity is vast. Explore, spread your wings, learn the best all the time. Say no to Corona, but yes to all positive deed, thought, and action. The Philomena and the world awaits to see you, the best in you. Take care. Stay safe. All the best. Thank you. Madam, you can take a system. One ನಿಮಿಷ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. One second. Yes.
Am I audible? Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful session. I hope students have got a better idea as to why they must give due importance to the study of languages. Dear students, we now move on to the next session, which is about assessment and evaluation of your academics in our college. Mr. R. Brito Dominic Ryan is our controller of examinations. Assessing and evaluating the student's academic performance comes under the office of the controller of examinations. It would be better for you students to know the nature of assignment patterns and the tests and exams conducted in our college on which you will be evaluated. I request Mr. Brito, sir, to brief you further on this topic. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Hope I'm audible to everybody. Myself? Okay. R. Brito Dominic Ryan, controller of examination. Okay, in fact, I teach chemistry. I'm an associate professor of the Department of Chemistry working in this college from 1993. Okay, so on behalf of the examination section, I welcome you all, my dear students. Okay, I put a few things from my side of examination section, and let me come to a few things which I'm more interested. Okay, so we have a system, especially you. Earlier batch, only a few are having it. You come totally under a thing called choice-based credit system. Let me not go into the thing called choice-based credit system. I don't want to go into the technicalities of choice-based credit system. Okay, but before that, so what's the need for it? You have done your, what's that, 10th standard or PUC, you got first class, second class, third class, everything like that. So when you have like that, no? So what is this choice-based credit system? What's the use of it? You don't bother about the evaluation, but so what's the need for it? Some will have a thing. Throughout the world, whether it's India, it started from the West, and naturally we have to fall in line. I'm telling about my college 30 years ago, and I did. My marks was in a scale of 6. It was called CGPA, choice-based credit system, but finally when they say, it was said OGPA, I'm sorry. Okay, OGPA. The moment I say a marks of 5 in a CGPA scale of 6, people get the idea. Yeah, you can convert into percentage, it's a different thing. But this CGPA has a wider application with respect to choice-based credit system. When you go abroad, especially, and go to other universities, and when you say choice-based credit system, and what is your credit? What's your CGPA? When they ask, no, within few seconds they can guess your college, your peer performance, your performance, everything in a matter of seconds. Okay, so let me come to that later. It's not a big thing about it, because I'll tell a small thing. Okay, in fact, once normally students come to me and ask before the examination, sir, can you give the old question paper like that? So I give it whenever I have it. No, I give the question paper. They take a photocopy of it and they return it after a few days like that. So like that, so many students were taking the photocopy and returning after thing. Then after some time, one girl came to me. Even I remember her name, a girl by name Shweta. She came to me. When she came, no, I asked her, what Shweta, you want the question paper? She said, sir, don't want. Don't want. I had a, what is it, little puzzled thing. Then for what else you came? No, sir, simply some doubt I had. All of them, they took a photocopy of the question paper. You don't require it. Yes, I don't require. Again, I got, why you don't want it? Sir, if I study everything, they have to ask from what I have studied. When I study the whole thing, the syllabus, what you are given in the class, your notes, when I study everything, they have to ask only from that. Okay, why I require a question bank or previous question paper? Why should I bother about it? When I'm ready for everything, why should I bother about what question they are going to ask? I appreciated her confidence. Same way, whatever method we evaluate, that's a different thing. On a scale of 6 or 10 or what is it, CGP or OGPA or whatever it is, if you have done your best, you don't have to bother about it. Only people who have doubt about passing, or people who have doubts, will I get a first class? I like that. Those people should bother, not you. Okay, so before I go to my thing, what I said, I am very particular about explaining. First, let me say a few things, okay? Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to give a glimpse of what's being done for you. Okay, now I am coming specifically. Okay, so as already said, my colleague said it, my name R. Brito Dominic Ryan. I'm the controller of examination. And here in our office, called as the Office of the Controller of Examination, in short people call it as the examination section. Whenever you have a thing, a doubt, you can approach us. Okay, that part also I'll come little later. Okay, let's concentrate on the things which bothers you most. Okay, if you have your mobile or your laptop or whatever it is, first please take a screenshot of this. Okay. Okay, now you see students evaluation and examination, the UG part of it, CBCS, choice based credit system. Now I don't want to go into the technicalities. Okay, it's a little complex. Okay, I'll explain that in a different thing. Okay, now I'll put into certain categories. Now people who have practical, they're down. If you see, if you see there over there, practical part of theory. Those who have studied PUC under science stream, you know that theory is for 70 marks, practical examination for 30 marks. So where your practical part or component is a part of theory, this particular scheme is for you. And they're also given all BSc, you can see over there, BSc, BA, and BA, don't think all the subjects, only those subjects like this, criminology and forensic science, functional English, psychology, journalism, and those people who are taking BBA, tourism and hospitality, you come under this scheme. Just take a screenshot of it, okay? Later I'll explain a bit of it. Okay, you can see the internal assessment over there, end semester. Internal assessment, you see finally it comes to 30. See the last column in the blue, finally it's 30. End semester, you see those two components in pink, okay, light pink and little dark. You can see the final practical examination. You can see finally it is come to 20, and final theory examination, excuse me. Yeah, sometimes we have some network issues, so I may be little, I think a little slow or disturbing, so please bear with me. Okay, so it's done to 50, okay. So just take a screenshot of it. Don't bother about it. So what is that? So something it's given like that. Okay. So first you take a screenshot of everything. Keep it ready. Later I'll explain the details. Okay. This is for theory paper with practicals. And practical, when I say practical part of theory, because some papers are there, combinations are there where practical is different paper and theory is a different paper. For those people, it's a different thing. This is only where practical is part of theory. Okay. So I hope you have taken a screenshot of it. Next. Now you have theory paper without practical, or theory and practical as separate papers. Some departments you will have full theory for 100 marks, full practical for 100 marks separately. You can see BCA, BBA. I don't say BBA all combination. I'll come to that. Okay, BCom, BSW, and BA. What I did not, what I did mention, don't include all those things. Okay, I mentioned a few things there, forensic science, all those things. Okay, hope you remember. Except those papers, the remaining papers, whatever it is, economics or something like that, whatever it is. Okay. So this is exclusively where there is no practical, or theory and practical is totally separate component, separate papers. Theory is separately for 100 marks, practical is a separate paper for 100 marks. Okay, again you take a screenshot of it. So BA people, some people, you have to follow this one and the previous one. It depends upon the individual paper. Okay. So don't think BA means this particular thing and okay, BA, some people will come under this, some papers will come under this, and some people will come under the previous slide what I showed you. Okay. So BCA, it's a total thing. Okay, this just first you take a screenshot. I don't want to waste my time because I have to say a lot. Hope you have taken a screenshot of it. 90% of you fall under either the first category and or this second category. And some people, BA people, you will fall under both category, the previous slide and this slide. Hope you have taken a screenshot. Okay, yes, next one. This is exclusively. You see BWalk, you have this media and entertainment. There also you have theory and practical as separate papers, but the weightage differs. So just now you showed what is a theory and practical as separate papers. Once again you are showing this is exclusively for BWalk, media and entertainment. The weightage will differ. Okay, those who come under this thing, you take a screenshot. Others don't bother. So I don't come under BWalk. Why should I break my head? Leave it. Those students who are admitted for BWalk under media and entertainment, just to take a screenshot. Hope you did it. And the last one. Theory paper with practical part of theory. Another BWalk, you can see earlier BWalk, practical is separate and theory is separate papers. Another BWalk where it's called as healthcare technology, where practical paper is a part of theory. Okay, those students who have got admitted for BWalk healthcare technology, please take a screenshot of it. Hope you have done it. Okay. Now the screenshot what you have taken, keep it ready. Individually I'll come now. BSc or BSc or whatever it is. Okay, I'll come back. Yeah, hope you have taken a screenshot of it. So you did not explain something you showed. That part I'll come now. Okay, now I'll start one by one. Okay. Yeah, that slide which I showed you. So I forgot to wish you good afternoon. Yeah, hope it's visible to you. Okay, those students. Okay, those students. You can say a combination. Yeah, BSc, all BSc combination. And those people who have BA, only these papers. BA, you may have economics or something else. Okay, I'm not bothered about those things. Those people who have this. Okay, excuse me. Who have this paper, criminology and forensic science. And some people will be having functional English, psychology, journalism, and BBA, tourism and hospitality. Okay, so be careful. Already I showed you another BBA in the next slide. Please don't confuse with that. This is BBA, tourism and hospitality. Earlier this course was given by another name. Okay, now it's called as BBA, tourism and hospitality. Okay, now all of you can see. I'll zoom it for your convenience. Okay. Now you can see over there. I'll come to your internal assessment part. Okay. Now you see, there will be a theory IA test done for 40 marks. Some departments, they do for 30 marks like that. Okay, that's a different thing. Finally, how, whatever 40 or 50 or whatever it is, how it is reduced, and finally how we arrive at this, that important. But first you see how the marks are distributed throughout the semester. Normally students, they neglect this. Now those people are suffering now. You know that the present semester, the people who are coming now, second, for example, fifth semester people who are coming now, just now after this class, I'm going to take a class for the fifth semester. For fourth semester, university has given a guidelines, award marks based on their previous performance, which includes internal assessment. Those students who have got good marks in internal assessment, they'll be very relaxed. Hey, I have got very good internal assessment. Some students, they took it for granted. Hey, internal assessment, I lost marks. I can score it in final theory examination. Now they don't have that thing because of COVID situation. They were promoted to final year. But the results, while declaring, promoted means don't think that all are passed. They come to final year. But when we announce the results, some students get very good marks. Some students average, some students they fail. In the sense, their results are declared based on certain guidelines, the previous semesters, in which how much they have scored in the same semester or fourth semester, let me take, how much they have scored in internal assessment. So university has given a formula. Using that formula, we take all those marks and declare their results. Already if students have got good marks, they'll be very happy. Hey, out of 10, I got 10. Why should I bother? You see, assignment. I myself, for some students, I got 20 out of 20. They wrote beautifully. And some students, simply they gave for namesake. I know that by looking itself, we can make out. They copied from their friend, and that too very shabby. Out of 20, I gave just 10 marks. So this internal assessment, be careful. This year it may be COVID-19. Next year, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, already China's World Health Organization has said, expect things which are more severe than COVID-19. So future is so uncertain. So don't take anything for granted. Okay, people who took it for granted, their internal assessment last year, now they are having a big question mark. We have come to final year, but do we pass those papers? Okay, so take this thing very seriously. Okay, this thing very seriously. Okay, now if you see there, you can see theory IA test. Okay, for 40 marks, assignment 20 marks, attendance, see, you get marks for attendance. Then depending upon your departments, some departments have quiz, seminar, project work, everything. It's for 20 internship or educational visits, whatever it is, it comes to 20. Okay, so this 40, it's reduced to 10. These 3, it's reduced to 10. And your practical IA test will be there. For example, chemistry, before the final examination, we conduct an internal assessment practical test, 20, we reduce to 10 marks. And all these things, finally, it's reduced to 30 marks. Even before you sit for your final examination, 30, some would have got very good marks. They'll be very happy. Hey, 30, almost I got 28. This part of it. Excuse me. So this part, they don't bother. 30, there some would have got 28, it's a very good mark. Some would have got 13 or 14. They'll be thinking, even if I get a good mark in final, will I get a first class or something like that? Okay, 30. So you can see that final practical examination. Okay, let me go quick. 20, 20, 20. See, so much weightage. 20, it's reduced to, it's as it is, no reduction, 20. Final, it's 20. But see here, 60. Your final theory examination, 60. It's reduced to 50. And that's carried over to 50. Finally, if you add 30 plus 20 plus 20, it comes to, you can see it comes to 100. It comes to 100. Later, this mark gets converted to another thing called as credits. Credits. That I'll explain you. It takes so much time. That's what I said. When you get good marks, you don't bother about those credits. Hey, what? I got good marks. Let them convert to credit or whatever it is. Since I got good marks, naturally I'll get a good credit. Okay, so you'll be judged in that choice-based credit system in credits. Okay, now you don't bother about the technical things. Here, if you get a good marks 90, yeah, your credit is going to be naturally good. Whatever way we evaluate you, you don't have to bother. But already if you have got poor marks, when it's been converted to credit, it's going to be proportionately the same. Okay, so this is the first combination. Next. You can see the theory paper without practical. And where theory and practical are separate papers, you can see there. End semester for 70 marks. As it is 70 and 70. Last time we must have seen it was 60 reduced to 50 and 50, because here you don't have practical. Or practical is a separate 100 marks paper. Okay, but if you see here, once again, you will have the same thing. Instead of last time it was, I said, internal assessment test. Yeah, if it is theory, it is theory practical test. If it is practical IA test, it's done for 40. It's reduced to 50. Same thing. Assignment done to 20. Attendance 20. Your project 20. But see that the last time it was reduced to 10. Now it's reduced to 15. All these things, it's reduced to 15. Finally, it's to 30. Okay, this is for combination of BCA and BBA, BCom, BSW and BA. Those papers which I mentioned, no, those papers will not come here. I said forensic science and a few papers there. Okay, I'll go back to the old slide. Okay, excluding these papers, so you can see in BA, all these papers. This except this criminology and forensic science, functional English, psychology and journalism. Remaining papers, I'm sorry. Remaining B, all those papers will come under this things. Now naturally you can guess what I'm going to say is only the stepping down, how you reduce it, it's going to be different for different things. Other things will remain the same. For BWalk, media and entertainment, where theory and practical are separate papers. Same way, you see. Last time for those people it was 70, but here 50. Reduction, nothing as such, 50. 50. All your internal assessment, all the entire component, whatever it is, finally it is reduced to 50. And this is exclusively for those people who have admitted for BWalk. Okay. And lastly, those who got admitted for BWalk, healthcare and technology. It's my paper, chemistry paper, where practical is a part of theory. So last time you saw that for BWalk, there was not final practical examination. Now they have. Now you see the entire internal component. It's reduced to 10. Further it is, okay, stepped up to 20. Here almost you can say it's reduced to whatever it is. Here if you get 8, it's going to be 16. Okay. Okay. So that's a mechanism. You don't bother about it. Whatever the IA component. My point is, whatever the IA component, finally it's toned down to 20. Okay. Okay. So this 10 and this 10, mind you, when I say this 10, it's toned down to 20. The whole thing, in fact, I should say the whole thing, it's toned down to 20. And final practical examination, you see for my chemistry, it was only 20. Yeah, it's about 40, big number. 40. Theory, chemistry, it was 60. It was brought down to 50. Here it's 40. Everything is 40, 40, and 40. Okay, hope you got some idea about your paper. Yes. Okay, the thing I want to say here is, dear students, I don't know others how they spoke about it. Let me wind up with another 2 minutes for you. I'm telling you a few things because out of my personal experience. I started teaching chemistry from the year 1990. This college, St. Philomena's College, I joined in the year 1993. Out of my 30 years experience, I say a few things. Newton's third law doesn't fail. Even people who are under non-science streams, you will understand. You have studied in your high school, I say. Throughout the semester, my sincere and personal advice for you is be very sincere. Especially, I'm telling you one thing. One thing I'll tell you. In first semester, if you are sincere, naturally in second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth, you will fall in line. I don't bother. Even to my HOD recently, I said, he said, final year you have to take a paper like that. I said, no, final year I have taken so many years. I'm fed up with that. I'm not bothered about final year students. I'm bothered about first year. I said, first year you give any number of classes. Normally theory we get around 4 to 5 and lab we get around 15 hours. I said, first year you give me any number of hours. I love to take first year. Because first year when I give the foundation, second year I don't bother. My students, they love my subject. Hey, sir, chemistry, no problem. When they come to final year, they say, hey, chemistry, what is that? Same way for you, whichever subject. You may be BA or BWalk or whatever it is, BCA. Your first year is very, very crucial, and especially the first semester. If you miss the first semester, they say there's a proverb which says everything that starts well ends well. Same way in first semester, if you are able to show your full interest, after that nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. In first semester, if you get even an average marks, 70. In my life, I have not seen a student, very rarely, in first semester getting 60 or 50. Suddenly in second semester getting 80, 90, and final year always 90. I've never seen a student. But a student who has got 90 in first semester, almost second or third or fourth or fifth or whichever semester, they have maintained that level. In my life, I have seen only one student like that. I've met so many thousands and thousands of students. Only one student was exceptional. He failed in first PUC. Somehow supplementary he passed, but second year he got very good marks. That's a big story. I don't know what to say. Only one student I've seen in my life. In other ways, I have not seen students who have scored poor marks and suddenly becoming in second semester. No way. And in college, when you see, please make the most of it. I'm sharing a personal experience. Some students, they come for time pass. And if you see those students and you feel like that, I also want to enjoy my life like that, you're finished. In first semester, if you're not able to get it, after that it's very difficult. Okay? So you can come to me, to my office. Personally, I'll say you, not as controller of examination. So on that day, you said something in first semester to get good marks. I'm very poor in my subject. You may be, not chemistry. I'm telling you, whichever subject you are. You come to me personally and ask how to get good marks. I'll give you advice personally. But interest should be. I'm telling for my chemistry, I can take more time for you, but I don't want to spoil your time. Already I'm running out of my time. I'll take another 2 minutes. I can give numerous examples. I'll give a last example. This should be an inspiring example. He is my student. For some year, I was transferred to a college in Hunsur, a government college. A student, he is a supplementary pass student. He passed his chemistry because that is the year I went to that government colleges, started a combination called BSc, PCM. One fellow, he passed through his supplementary, he passed chemistry and he got admitted. First semester, it was only about 25 students were there. Now I'll tell you, out of 25, nearly 18 they did PG. In my life, never I have seen in PHILOMENA'S so many students. Almost more than 75% did PG. Now all are lecturers. Now some are scientists. Let me complete this fellow. I don't want to name that fellow. In first semester in chemistry, he got I think 87. I think this fellow who failed in chemistry, he got cleared in supplementary and he joined chemistry. He got 87. He was so happy. After a few days, I got a phone call from his father. Sir, this is so and so, father of so and so. Yes, sir. What's your doubt? He said. Sir, my son got 87. Yes. Any problem with that 87? No, sir. Is it really his mark like that? He asked. I got a shock. Why, sir? It is his mark. What's wrong with that? No, sir. In PUC, he failed in chemistry and got it. Yeah, PUC, he did not study. He did not get the interest. And now suddenly he got the interest. Now I shall say, where is that fellow? BSc, finally got good marks. I said, no, I don't want to I'll say his second and third. Once he got first semester 87, you can guess. He did his MSc. Even before he completed his MSc, he got a job in Mangalore, a famous industry, a very famous industry. I'm telling about approximately 4 or 5 years ago. Now he is a senior chemist. Last month he called me and he said, he's married, now he's having a daughter, he invited for his marriage, like that. Leave that, I could not go, that's a different thing. Now he called me, I said, sir, first semester, do you remember that particular thing my dad called you like that? Yes, I remember like that. Sir, you transformed me, he said. I said to him, no, I did not transform you. You did on your own. Because in PUC you did not have interest. When you joined BSc, you got interest. That's the thing. I just helped you, that's all. It's all your interest, your effort, all those things, whatever you call dedication, etc. etc. But the basic things, you should have interest. So my dear students, so don't bother about the examination thing like that later. Okay? I'll through the website and everything I can address all those things. You can see all those things and you can communicate personally all those things. Leave the examination part of it. Regarding you getting interest in first semester, okay, this I am not saying as controller of examination. Personally, as Brito Dominic Ryan, as a lecturer, you can meet me in my office and say, sir, you said something like that. So my point here is, in first semester, at any cost, see that you get the best marks. And don't have the feeling, sir, in PUC I got like this. No, leave the past is past. Now, I say, if you decide you'll get 90, you will get 90. If you decide you'll get 80, you can get it. And the only thing is that interest. But still, if you have doubt, you come and meet me personally. Okay? And later I'll meet you in other aspects of it in a different platform. I've given a brief outline of how things are done in the examination section. Regarding the CBCS thing, I'll tell you in detail because the time that's allotted is not enough to explain it. So hope you got some idea. So thank you so much. Wishing you all the best. Okay. So that's it. Over to the coordinator. Thank you.
ಅದೇನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ನಾದನೇ
Thank you, sir, for that clear and informative session that you gave to our students. And I hope our students would have understood the nitty-gritties of the assessment and evaluation patterns undertaken in our college. Dear students, we have come to the last session, but not the least, uh, of today's orientation program, and it is all about the library facilities in our college. The library is known as the powerhouse of all intellectual learning. Today, it is not just the books that are stacked inside the library that are important, but also the online resources that are available, which are equally important. To make you aware of the ways you can benefit from the library resources, we have Mr. Prakash Kutino, who is a skilled and a resourceful librarian inside our college, who will take this time to guide you about the facilities provided by the college. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, dear students and respectful parents who are also listening to this session. I sincerely welcome all my dear students of first year who have joined this year for our library, St. Philomena's College Library. St. Philomena's College has a legacy of 75 years. Since its inceptions, lot of documents, lot of books, lot of learning resources have accumulated in St. Philomena's College. But how it has to be used, how meticulously the learning resources needs to be used. Today, the whole gamut of library has changed from the perception by just one click, that is called Google. Now, dear students, you have all come with the screen related advantages. You have known the screens from the beginning, whether it is a laptop, whether it is a mobile screen, whether it is notepad, iPad, or anything, you name it, it's all screens. So you're brought up in that direction. So your entire learning process also towards that way, if it happens, then you will have that feasibility, you will have that advantage, you will have that the ocean of knowledge, the access to ocean of knowledge also in a fruitful manner. So in that direction, all the library across the world, so many well established libraries are there. How they have transformed, how they are giving services to their users for their reading, for their learning purpose and gaining knowledge. So in that regard, I, as Philomena's College librarian, welcome you to showcase how St. Philomena's Autonomous College Central Library is equipped to meet your challenges. Meet the challenges through Google only. You can access our library through Google, and how you can download the learning resources in a beautiful way and in a systematic way you can access what you want. This is what I am here, and in another 10 minutes I will show you the kind of resources that we have and kind of the formats that you can download, and also ultimately show why it is that you should learn how to read through different methods. Reading today is an important aspect. Without reading, nothing can be achieved. This is what I am here standing for. Before I begin, I would like to
For a
quote
beginner.
a story, a beautiful story
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು
of
ಬೇರೆ ಇದು
Shivkera You Can Win. In that, there is a beautiful story which goes on like this. As you know that there will be a lot of fair, and Mysore is also famous for many of exhibitions conducted in Dasra exhibition or wherever it is in exhibition, and you can find colorful balloons, a balloon wala putting a colorful balloons and standing in a corner and selling those balloons. And especially the kids, the children, they are attracted to all these colorful balloons. And he used to sell these balloons to these kids one by one, different colors, black, white, gray, red, anything, any colors. But whenever he doesn't find any children or any kids in the vicinity, he used to let loose one balloon, any of one balloon, and that gas balloon used to go up into the sky. And those who are very far off, the kids used to see that something is going up and there is a balloon wala nearby. So we want a balloon. So they used to pester their parents to get the balloon. So that was the marketing way of selling these balloons by the balloon wala. But one child was very curious to know. When he came and purchased a balloon, he just asked the balloon wala, why particular balloon you are letting loose and which balloon really goes up? Whether the black color balloon goes up fast or the red color balloon goes up very high or the white color balloon goes up very high, which color balloon goes very high? That was the curiosity of that kid, and he asked the balloon wala. Dear students, please pay attention what the balloon wala said. The balloon wala says, dear kid, it is not the color matters, the white, the blue, or the red or orange, it matters. What is inside the balloon? What is inside that balloon, the gas, it takes that balloon to go up. So, dear students, it is what is it that you have inside? What is it that education gives you through the process in this institution? The knowledge that you gain. Just the previous speaker, the controller of examination, was talking about how you can concentrate on your first year, gain knowledge out of it. So that knowledge which is accumulated, which should turn towards wisdom, and that will take you up, and that is what is required. So to make it happen, students, you need to read, you need to concentrate and read the literature, read the printed matters, read whatever comes to you and absorb that knowledge in a proper way. So library is a learning resource center where these are available for you. So you should plan meticulously to read these things. So my intention to you to tell is, when we talk about a library, we have resources, various plenty of resources which are accumulated. As you can see in the screenshots, this is the screenshot of our library. Lot of books from the point of view of philosophy to the religion to lot of computer related books, science related books, history related books, commerce and management related books, so many reference books, dictionaries, encyclopedias, lot of journals, all they are kept. But how it is kept? It is through a different mechanism. And students acquire these resources, they sit it across the table, they clarify with their own student colleagues, and they learn through different mechanism, whether it is printed or whether it is online. The students accessing through online, a lot of resources that we have. So ultimately, a library, as per a Wikipedia definition, is it's a collection of information resources, and we are giving that services to in a structured way. We place all this knowledge content in a classified manner, and it is kept for use. And you students are our primary users. We are here to give you that service of whatever that is your requirement, where it is available, how it is available, and this is our job to give you all these services. When I was mentioning about the reading, there is a particular purpose in telling you that they should have a reading habits. Now, some people may say that only when I printed material I open up and read it. That is only is the reading. Those parents who are watching, please pay attention to the current generation students. Current generation people are very equipped to learn or read across the screen. A continuous reading for 30 minutes on any platform, any screen, whether it is a mobile screen or a laptop or any other screen that you mention, notepad, whatever it is, continuously with concentration is called as reading habit according to UNESCO definition. It's a reading habit, reading skill. Now there should be a concentration towards that. And why it has been identified reading habits as the core skill that is essential for any individual is today it is not that you are competing yourself in a particular place, you are competing with the entire country or entire globe. Today, competition is a global way of looking at. You should be a global citizen. In that, you should develop a language competence. You should develop today. See, the computer skills have come. Whether we like it or not, this COVID-19 situation has made generation apart to learn something about the computer skills. Today I am talking to you is through this online mechanism is unless I know something about that and you as a student know something about how to connect it, then we can talk, we can listen, we can share knowledge. If I don't have that skill, it is not possible. So computer skills plays an important area. And the third is about the knowledge of cultural mores. Why I need not be bothered about only about my religion or my culture, my way of. I should also know something, at least few things about the other knowledge, because tomorrow, as a global competitor, and I am reaching to other country, other place, I should know something about that country because I have to survive there. So for that, it is not that when I am ready to go that time I am acquiring that about knowledge. It's a continuous process. From now only we should start knowing about so many other aspects. So in that area, culture morse will come. And finally, and very important is reading gives you a team building capacity. And team building capacity is beautifully explained to you by yesterday's speaker, Professor Anand sir. He gave you about the V formation of the birds, how they move with a definite purpose. When they migrate from one to the other place, they have got their destination, they have got their aim to reach. And team building is the mechanism where if you learn so many things, you will be put it across to a lot of discussion, group discussion in various internal assessment classes of which goes on. If you have communication skills and you have that group discussion skills wherein you can give idea, you will be the master in that team building exercise. So for all these important skills, you need to read. Whether you read a newspaper, whether you read a magazine, or whether you are concentrating on any other subject area that are a program you have chosen, reading is an important aspect. And about St. Philomena's College Library, it was established during the year 1946 itself, and it encompasses a lot of different uh, subject areas, whether it is arts, science, commerce, management, languages, philosophy, and logic. We have different collections, and we have archival collection also. Somebody is interested in know more about Mahatma Gandhi. We have a special collection on that. Somebody wants to know more about the World War Second, World War First, scenarios, how things have happened. We have the collection of the newspaper of time at that time released. We have collection of the archive material. We have National Geographic back volumes. At the same time, we have digital collection also. So all these are available, and our purpose is to give information, that is the services at the right time and at the right place and for the right users. So this slide will just give you the statistics of how many things are available for us, and you can take a screenshot of these things and you can know it. And about the structure of our complete central library collection arrangement goes like this. When initially you enter in, you have a reading section where newspapers will be on the stand, and after that, if people want to walk into e-resources access or UGC network resource center, they need to enter in that area, or they can come inside for reference thing, a stack area. And also there will be a lot of in the mezzanine floor we have kept a lot of journals, periodicals, and somebody wants to have competitive exam collections, wants to look at from the beginning of first year itself how the competitive exam collections are there, they can see that. And also some back volumes and other old books also are available. This is the structure which a layout which tells about our college library. So all administration services are customized and it is available online to you. Today I'm just not giving this slide. You can reach our library through online from your place. Now itself you can reach that, and it is available always 24 by 7. At the end of my presentation, I will provide you the link where you can access through Google our library website. Okay, and we do have a certain area of digital library, and wherein you can access our institutional some research projects. Also, you can see the syllabus. Now, the syllabus and the previous question papers which you want to see after, because the servers, the examination controller was making it clear to you how the pattern of examination happens. So the end semester examination previous year's question papers are available, which you can download from the digital library. And also you can see some of the faculty presentations, their reports, their notes, and currently all the syllabus pattern is also available in our college website. So this is the screenshots of our circulation section. What the circulation rules is that, this is in case if it happens with the offline. As soon as the offline classes begin, when you are supposed to come to the college library, we will put all these things in the notice board, how the borrower's card will be issued to you, what are the documents that you need to bring to collect the borrower's card. About that we will let you know about this little later. And this is the screenshot of a reference section, and screenshots of our periodicals and journal section. And this is about the competitive examination section where the resources are kept. And we have facilities for taking photocopy, because uh, you are in the area where immediately after your 12th standard, wherein you were focusing about only on the textbook oriented learning process. Now, when you are evolving into an higher education, as an higher education institution where college it is meant, there are not just you will be focusing on a particular book itself. It is that you need to refer lot many books written by different authors, different experts, and authenticated information. We call that as an authenticated information. In that scenario, what happens is sometimes You cannot be simply copying things. There will be intellectual property right violations, there will be copyrighted violations. But the UGC and the Ministry of HRD has made it clear that library there should be a facility where 40% of the content in a book or 40% of content anywhere can be photocopied and given to the users. That is why we have kept all the photocopy facilities, printing facility, networking facility, all these things are available. But this photocopy will cost per page, and that will be known to you later when you visit the place. These things are also available. We have kept it ready, this facility also. And when it comes to reference section, because this is an important area where current generation students are neglecting, because they will be simply focusing more on traditional books, and the information that they get is enough for them. But when you are trying to acquire knowledge, nothing is enough. So the tertiary resources, we call the references, especially the encyclopedia, whether it is dictionaries, whether it is thesaurus, whether it is annual book, yearbooks, or statistical books, where you need to have facts clear. So you may be aware that, say for example, every year Manorama yearbook will come. Similarly, the government of India releases the yearbooks. The United Nations releases UNDP reports. All these are very, very important documents. We keep it in our library in the reference section, where the students can access for statistics. This tertiary resources gives you the statistics, basic statistics, where you can quote these references and bring it into a platform called group discussion or anything. So students should focus more on these resources, also reference resources like encyclopedia and other things. And we have good collection. And nowadays, encyclopedia is also through some authentication. It is available digitally. So that way also there is facility to access digital content. And this, as I mentioned about the e-resources section. And another important as a part of the college is we are accessing resources, the authenticated resources from the UGC InflipNet project, which is called Shodh Sindh. And you can take the snapshot of this slide, wherein it gives a URL of this whole database access. Why I'm mentioning this is an important is because when you go to Google and you key in a word or keyword, or anything that you want, you see immediately after few seconds, just a 0.5 second or 0.2 seconds, n number of links will be shown. It will be arranged in a different fashion. Now you will just click the number one link or number two link there, and by the time you will be exhausted. But whatever you get in that is not authenticated information. It is not the authenticated by any expert. So your facts may go wrong. Your whole theory may go wrong on that. So that is why what is accepted through a consortium model, what is accepted through the higher up, the academicians, they have made a consortium and they have given access to a lot of these contents, and that is through a different database access. And our institution is accessing, may making a huge payment to a lot of databases like this, and nlist is one such database wherein you get access, and for that access you will be asked a username and password. So dear students, and it looks like this username passwords. In the coming days we will be asking you your one identified perfect email IDs from yours side, so that we will put it across by different streams, these email IDs in the database. So you will get an authentication email back wherein you will be provided a username and password. So you can access that password and username, and you will be getting access in the way this slide has been shown. You can access, and we will be always there at the back end. We will share our email IDs and other resources for you. Any kind of clarity, any kind of clarification regarding that, you can come back or you can put a mail to us. We will reply to you. And this, dear students, this is the slide about our college, automated college library, which has been shown here. Here, as you can see, there is a in the top there is a search bar. There you can mention about your topic, or you can mention about the title of the book or author. For example, you want something like William Shakespeare's book. You can just click in that William Shakespeare and you will get the list of books available, or the list of books which are available in our library. It will be arranged. And if you click on to that, whether that book has been available or that book is issued, all those details also you can see. And at the right side of the corner, you can see the partner libraries associated, wherein we have given links to Swayam, we have given links to EPG Pathshala, we have given links to National Digital Library. And if you can click onto that, you get enormous resources which are digitized. Depending on your streams, you can access, whether you are humanities, science, or commerce and management, you can access enormous resources. They are all authenticated resources developed by different platforms across Indian scenario. And this is how the library looks also. And also library gives you the the statistics, day by day statistics of how things are happening in this. And to enter it at present is when, since you are offline, I mean since you are now online coming it and you are staying at home 24 by 7, you want to access our library, you can just go through the guest command. So we just have to click the button of a guest. As a guest, you can enter. Later on, when you come to the college, we will be providing you the student's ID for that. At present, you can enter as a guest. Friends, this is also another important database access. Similar, all these databases, all these related things, each individual, for example, you are accessing only on the journal front of it, you can access only the journal related databases. You want to access only towards the books, you can access towards the books. You can want to access only on tertiary resources, you can access on the tertiary resources itself. So this is a open access platform. These links are available, and this has been also put it in our college library website. Just to take care of certain situations where we have also not just these things, we have also featured magazines. And somebody wants to read the competition success magazine, these kind of links are also available wherein you can access and click onto that. The digital form of that magazines, featured magazines, are also available for you. And this slide shows leisure reading. Somebody wants to read the week magazine, or they wants to see the sports star magazine where today IPL things are happening, that also can be seen. Or somebody wants to look at the job prospectus, or what is required in the job market, what should be the skill set. So employment news is available. Somebody wants to is interested in National Geographic area, so National Geographic magazine, or international magazines like Time. All these things are also available. Only thing is you have to click the button. Related to e-newspapers, the students know better, how they are getting the information. So these all the variety newspapers are also available, which you can access digitally. Ultimately, library's role is to give the services, whether it is document delivery, which we will begin once the offline classes will begin, the document delivery services, that is the book issuing and returning service. Then it will be always, there will be a reference service. So at any time, the students can walk into the library and they can do reference that part. periodicals and newspaper service, reading services, e-resource services, and also we'll help you in searching exactly what kind of information or data you want. So our people will help you out for maybe for your projects, maybe for your internship, maybe for your any kind of assignments area. So if you provide a certain title, what exactly is the faculty in the department wants, if you clarify that and come with the queries, or data search facility will give you that. And there will be content delivery, whether it is syllabus, whether it is question papers, previous year's question papers, and all those, the content delivery will happen for you. And of course we have the printout, scanning, and photocopy facilities for you. So friends, as I mentioned you, at the end of my slide I'll give you my our college central library URL for you. So please take care of this slide where our URL is mentioned. It is stphiloslibrary.weebly.com. Of course, you need to have www.stphiloslibrary.weebly.com, and that will be the screen. It will come through, and if you there are certain rules regulations mentioned, and you can just go through that, and all the services, what all the thing that I mentioned, it is available for you. And any kind of contacts that you want, our people in the library will help. There are other people in the library. Miss Florence is there as an assistant librarian. Mrs. Joyce is available. Mr. Alvin will be there, and today together with them will be some supporting staff. And also please take care of these email IDs. Our email ID, our library 1946 at yahoo.com, or library 1946 at gmail.com. So you can put in your mail, and you can give your queries. We try to give you as much service as possible. So many thanks to you, and we need your support. We need your cooperation to serve you better. So in this scenario, I welcome all digitally to our college library through the URL, and uh, and I end my presentation. But before going, what is important, as I mentioned, is the reading habits that you should always keep it in mind. And I began with one story. I want to end with another story. Dear friends, today it is a really competitive world, and we've all stressed up with a lot of issues happening. The situation is very looking also very tense, with the government coming out with the advisories day in and day out. So in this scenario, what we are supposed to do, how should we think, how we should move forward? So I would like to tell you one important story, because it all happened. The story goes like this: it happened in the United States of America for a very, very big banquet hosted by a very big company for all the achievers of that particular year. All the achievers who achieved more thing, or that has been in, as you see, there will be a lot of uh, the process where it goes. Now there will be a rankings announced, who is the richest person, who is the most achieved person, who comes in like that. So similar such thing happened in American One banquet, and in that case more than 10,000 people were gathered for that banquet. And on that list, the number one achieved person was a psychologist. A psychologist, because he had given a wonderful service to lot many people in a stress-filled scenario. And he was asked to come to the podium and talk about what it took him to achieve so much greatness on that particular year. The psychologist comes forward and stands before these 10,000 people in the front podium, and he says, what suggestion he used to give is, Friends, please listen to these words. It is your thinking, the way you should think, has taken me to this position. So I used to give advice to all my patients or all my consultants. Please think differently. Think differently, positively, and only that can take you forward. So, friends, it is a challenge. The way we think in a positive way and take up challenges is the scenario now. So, dear friends, it is I wish to all of you to see that you think differently and take these programs, take these courses that in St. Philomena's College that you have taken up in a positive way and give your 100%. And I wish, as part of the library fraternity, all the best to all my dear students. A very good academic year in this 2021, which is so stressful. The way we think, we move forward. Wish you all the best. Thank you.